The Silent Twins, out in theaters, new film from Polish director Agnieszka Smoczyńska, whose previous movie, Fug, I really enjoyed. This one stars Letitia Wright and Tamara Lawrence, and is based on a book written by Marjorie Wallace about which tells the story of real-life people, of twins, June and Jennifer Gibbons. They were twin sisters, daughters of an immigrant black family living in Wales. And the key part of their story is that they refused to communicate with anyone else apart from each other. Right from the beginning of the film, we meet them when they're young girls, we see them talk perfectly normally and invent stories, poems, songs, plays while they're locked in their room together. But as soon as anyone comes in, they just shut down. They don't speak, they don't look at people, remain utterly closed off from the outside world. And so the film presents their story as this sort of dichotomy between very rich internal lives and non-existent external lives, between their unwillingness to engage with others in school and their experiments with alcohol, drugs, sex, and even crime and vandalism, between the cold, boring reality of their lives and the colorful, wild world of their imaginations, which spawn a number of extensive journals and works of fiction. It's a very strange film about very strange people, to the point that at some moments I was thinking it's more like watching a movie about aliens than other human beings. It was never made clear, neither in the film nor in real life, why they chose not to communicate with the outside world, and it's just baffling to see. And the wild part is that it's not even like they had so much love for one another that was enough, because they were sometimes incredibly jealous of each other. They would even fight physically, beating each other up for some or other slight. And through it all, it's very clear that their behavior hurt their family extensively, their parents and the siblings who wanted to connect with them and understand them, and offered their patience, but they could never reach them. On the other hand, the film is really good at showing us this imagined inside world of the girls' minds. There are some sequences which feel fantastical and psychedelic and very unreal in a good way, which makes the movie really, really interesting when it dips into that trippy visual side of things. The music is great, so is the cinematography. I think there are numerous scenes with some very creative use of color, as well as camera movements. The performances are good, and the story on the whole is remarkably engaging, even though on paper I would say it's perhaps not something that would interest me as much. But I think that the way Agnieszka Smoczyńska directs this story elevates it in a way. It draws you in and it makes you invested in it, and it sort of makes you want to understand, even though it may not at all be possible. I liked it. I think it's a genuinely good movie, although it itself and the story it tells are really, really weird. But it's certainly worth giving a shot and checking it out, because it's one of those examples where the way the movie is made on a technical level makes it better than it perhaps should have been.